Aquarius, how you doing? So I thought I would do your reading first because there was a lot of controversy on... I'll talk about it in a minute, but your channel messages are... Sorry seems to be the hardest word. I'm sorry, but and then I'm sorry, yeah, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say, yeah, but once you've said it, it's too late. It doesn't make any sense. The sense that makes none. You could be dealing with a Libra or the Nun or a tarot card reader, or you might be a tarot card reader. And it might be about physical YouTube that you're arguing about. I was going to try not to do this, and I was going to explain before. Could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries placement also for a lot of you, or a 4. Okay, and sorry seems to be the hardest word, but you may have said sorry so many times that I don't believe you, the fact that it doesn't make any sense, the fact that I don't Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lulu, Lucifer, Capricorn, you're dealing with a Capricorn, also a Gemini placement of 6, and it doesn't really seem to make any sense that every time you say sorry, I don't believe the fact that you're sorry, because it is equivocably not about you, it is about me, and I have to look after myself and not keep listening to energies that sorry, but they're coming in thick and fast. For some reason, Aquarius, that when I woke up, I'm supposed to be doing Libra. So you could have Libra in your chart. Charlotte, the name Charlotte's Web. You could have arachnophobia. There could be a spider's web or something like that. Or I'm just caught in a trap I can't hold back. Because I love you too much, baby. So you're dealing with a Capricorn or, well, lovers. So 6, Gemini. So Capricorn and Gemini are 6. They're cut from the same cloth because I read in numbers. But you might love me, but you're not really showing the fact that you love me because I don't believe you. So there's an energy of where you may have argued about YouTube or over YouTube or someone watching YouTube or something about all of this controversy of stuff that went on before. It's still going on again, and it's around a Scorpio and Aries placement. Okay. And that, you know, because... slow down. You're right, Aquarius, right? Spirit told me you could be dealing with a Libra. Spirit told me to pretty much do your message because there was a lot of people that were kind of saying all you was really doing is talking about YouTube and all you was really doing is talking about yourself. Then I was saying to a lot of people that you don't have to look at me, you have to kind of look at it as the fact that what I'm doing or saying is representing a message, right? So for a lot of you, you could have well, this month, or this last week to this week, had a lot of arguments around YouTube and around working, that hustling, rustling, paperwork and all that kind of stuff, okay? Every day I'm rustling, Russell. So it could be around Kurt Russell, okay, or Kurt Gabang, maybe. I don't know, there could be a suicide watch. It could be a grandfather or a family member. This came out through other readings. The grandfather clock, the grandfather watch. Just I'm watching over my grandfather or my grandmother or something to do with around a sibling of an elderly person. That would be a grandfather. Some of you, Laura, I'm also hearing Laura or Lara or Lulu or Lucy or Lucifer or L, anybody beginning with L, okay? Cool J, LL Cool J. So Jason, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, J Cool J, LL Cool J. Something to do with rappers, people that are in the music industry like myself, that is also a music producer. You can find Angel Radio provided below. It's another channel. Just music producing though, so it's different than this one. But like music producing, VSTs, all that kind of stuff. So basically, you're coming from the Aquarius reading, which is an 8. So from the Leo reading, which is an 8, so you can watch that. If you didn't know, you can also watch any numerology placement of 8. Aquarius, Leo, unless you're Libra, because that's just a 2, it stands on its own because it's not divisible by 1, just like Pisces of 3, blah, 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 so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying, right? So, like, if I'm speaking too fast, I do apologise, but... Okay, so apologise. You see, there's an energy here of someone that's always very apologetic, and they all say, look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, I didn't mean to do that, but you did say it. Once you've said it, you can't take it back. You've said too much. Like, you've said way too much. You've gone over the top. Like, you know, it could be Sylvester Stallone or Silver. Silver, what you saying, bruv? You saying too much? Well, I'm hearing, you've said too much. Like, you know, you've probably... This confusion here, this is why I'm picking up Libra, because the Libra's messages were always about the sense that really doesn't make any, right? And it was around 2 of Cups, right? All the time, I've got one eye on you and one eye on them. Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, okay? But, like, I've always got one eye on them and one eye on you. One eye on children, one eye on this. One eye on my family, one eye on that. I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's given a high Taurus Sagittarius placement of 5, life path 5, and all you seem to be doing is talking and thinking and thinking and thinking and talking, and you're just too, what's the word? Too structured up to how things are supposed to be going. I'm not like that. I'm different, okay? There is not a set of rules where things have to go. See, someone here gets triggered off by the other person here, like majorly gets triggered off by the other person. And you would around a 5 energy, because I really do pick up, like, someone could be a life path 5, a Taurus or a Sagittarius placement, okay? And it's just not mixing well, okay? So there might be something that you're doing around music or food and it isn't mixing well. It could be around a Virgo and a Pisces energy of, like, Virgo and water, and it just doesn't mix well. It's like oil and water, okay? So oil, Laura, Lucy, Lulu. So you could have Virgo in your chart, life path 9 maybe somewhere. You could be dealing with one. You could be dealing with a 1, so a life path 1 somewhere, but that wouldn't be a major arcana card, so I couldn't tell you there. Okay. Aries is not a 1, it's a 4. Okay, Scorpio, Aries. Everyone will say, yeah, but it's no. Anyway, so I'm hearing for a lot of you that it doesn't make any sense. The arguments that seem to be going on through your reading all the time is always about either one, work, or YouTube. Like, constantly. That was your message last time, if anybody didn't get it. It's about working. It's about YouTube. It's about popularity. It's about people stealing one's, like, equipment, or stealing my equipment. They're saying, you're stealing my equipment. So, stealing my channel, stealing my ideas, like, the idea. So, Elijah. Okay. But, like, you know, you're stealing my idea. Like, that's my idea. Okay. So there is somebody here that gets into such an argument around, because it's always come from 8s. These messages have always come from, like, Sagittarius, Taurus, because you'll see, if you've watched my channel, you'll see that every time when it comes to Sag, I end up talking about myself a lot, and also end up talking about YouTube a lot, and about stealing ideas. And it's gone on for fucking centuries in my readings. So I don't know if it is anybody else's channeled stuff. But it's been Sagittarius, Taurus, placements of 5. It's been arguments around people stealing one's ideas or things from their channel and stuff like that. And it's been through Leo readings and Aquarian readings. Well, you're both 8s, okay? So you've got that. And then it seeps through from other readings, okay? So the sense that makes none, to me in my channeled head, is talking about family. A 2 of Cups in reverse, perhaps. I've got, like, a metaphysical connection that's going on, as well as a dysfunctional family membership. So it might be things around memberships, like there's someone on your membership, someone that if you're running YouTube and you have, I don't have that open, but what my spirit is saying, whether people believe this or not, on your membership there's somebody that is on your membership. Okay, so member, Amber Leaf, Emmy, Emma, but on your membership, they're on your membership. So if you have that little blue icon that comes below YouTube and you have members, there is somebody that is on your membership. Okay, so I'm not saying who, what, where, or when. Popular belief, y'all believe what you like, but my spirit is saying that there is somebody that is on your membership. Okay, so if you have things where people join, they're on that. Okay, so whatever that means to you, I don't know, but there is something like that of on your membership. Okay, so fellowship, I'm also hearing fellow, Felix, Felix Stowe, someone from Felix Stowe, F, anybody beginning with F, Steph, Sarah, Steve, Sarah, anybody beginning with S, Okay, so if these messages are relating to anybody that you're having trouble with S, like myself, called Steve, then you're having trouble with something here. Okay, so let's go back to what they're actually saying, Aquarius, so I don't come across as a raving lunatic. So Raven also, are you alright, Raven? Rachel, Rashard Evans, Barry, Baz, Laz, Lara, Laura, Lucifer. Y'all got big energies of, like, Lucifer, like Capricorn, Gemini energy here, 6, and like on your membership, or You see, why I've channeled a lot is because there's a lot of also YouTubers that also, whether, you know, it doesn't matter whether people say hello or not, but I channel a lot when it comes to like Sagittarius and 8s as well, 5s, 8s. There are a lot of YouTubers that I channel for, and you guys are kind of going through your life and whatnot, but I channel the most important message. So whether people are watching this or not, Pisces, so you're dealing with a 3, which is a Pisces placement somewhere, you know, whether you're dealing with these messages or not, they're not always for you, they're for other people, okay? So I can't pull myself in 1,000 different directions to make sure that everybody gets a channeled message, because it's tiring, right? It really is. So, because I have other readings to do as well, okay, and private ones as well, so you can reach out below. But what they're saying is that sorry seems to be the hardest word. You've said sorry that many times that sorry doesn't seem to be believable. Lee, the name Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lara, but like sorry doesn't seem to cut it anymore. Like, you've probably told that many lies, or the other person has, you know, you can pick who you like out of the hat, but like, you know, or Hannah, the name Hannah, anybody beginning with H, Haley, also Haley, Hail, Stormzy. So something about rapping and music and stuff in the industry coming from the Leo reading, just like myself, but Stormzy, or something to do around rapping and music and VSTs and spending a lot of money like myself. Check out Split IQ. That's a very good one as well. Split IQ. Okay. Or Shifter 2. Because they do a whole bundle, believe it or not, at the moment. VSTs at the moment, they're all on half price, bruv. If you're a musician, grab them quick before the holidays. But yeah, Split EQ is also one that I've just bought. Anyway, so we've gone right off. So we've gone off, like, I've gone off on a fucking tangent. Like, I'm having tangents, I'm fucking gone off, like someone's about to, like, go off missing, AWOL. So it could be dealing with a Virgo, or like I'm just going off, it's Rotterdam. So someone from Amsterdam, that could also be a tarot card reader, that could also be, say, I don't know, Capricorn could also be watching this, but like gone off to Rotterdam, or I've gone off to Rotten, Sid Vicious and Rotten. I've gone rotten, it's gone rotten, it's a sour fucking apple is what it is. So it might, actually apple. So John Lennon, I didn't realise I've been coming out with yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. John Lennon, if anybody wants to speak to, holy shit, there you go, shit on the stick. I don't know if you can see that, but I have got chills running through my spine. If you want to say hello to John Lennon, just say hello. I say hello, you say goodbye. There's fucking John Lennon. You're right, John. How you getting on? You got a new motor, bruv? Did you have Cancerian in your chart? Yes, Steve. I had Cancerian in my chart. So he had Cancerian in his chart, apparently. But like, what are you saying, John? You're right, John, you got a new motor. You got a new motor. Something to do with a motor. You got a new car. You're dealing with a Cancerian or a Life Path 7. I got a new motor. Anyway, so I say hello, then he says goodbye. So I didn't realise that John Lennon's death for 40 years was actually yesterday. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. So John Lennon is here. If you want to say hello, I said, man, John, are you messing about me, bruv? I'm caught in a hell loop. Right? I'm caught in a trap. Jesus. Well, apparently we've got Jesus, we've got fucking Elvis Presley, and we've got John Lennon. There's a duo right there. So we've got Elvis. How are you getting on, guys? You alright? You making a new track? Yes, we're making a new album. In the sky, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Man, really, what is going on? I'm hitting a paradox energy again. Hold on a minute, Aquarius. So, Lucy, Laura, Lulu. Okay, is there more messages here for Lulu? Hold on a second. Lucy in the sky with diamonds, emeralds, diamond. John Diamond. Diamonds are forever. So, Shirley, Bassie, Shirley. Do you know anybody called Shirley? Curly Shirley. Someone curling their hair. Or something that's gone curdle. Milk. The milk is gone. The milk is gone sour. Fuck it. Listen, Tyrone. If the milk turns sour, I'm the kind of pussy to drink it. Do you know what I mean? You're dealing with a Leo. But you're coming up as the 8. So the milk around Leo's, fire signs, bruv, has gone curdly. The milk is sour. Sour puss. Sal. The name's Sour. There's another tarot reader. Sal. Okay. It's gone sour. Like the pussy has gone... It's dried up. Oh, okay. Sorry for that. Like, if you are young... Really? When I was young? There's another one there. If you're... Like, you shouldn't be watching this anyway because it's set to no kids. Kids in America, oh, everybody lives to the music go round, ba 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 ba. Anyway, so if you didn't know, my head is like a radio, basically, right? I visionary pick up songs, things that happen in the future, okay, visions, and then also just be took over by whatever it is that they say, okay. So let's just pay awe to the fact that it was actually John Lennon's 40th anniversary of death, I think, yesterday. So did he have Scorpio in your chart then? Yes, 4. Something to do around 4, Scorpio or Aries, but he's saying Scorpio. So did John Lennon have it? Because I'm picking up like Paul McCartney as well, like Paul McCartney. But like, oh, you're right there. But like, he does that a lot with his face, doesn't he, Paul McCartney? Jesus, what is going on? Something around Paul McCartney and John Lennon, okay, and that John Lennon's death was yesterday, once more, yesterday. Okay, John, I've got to stop. Right, so I am coming across as a complete and utter raving lunatic. It is very early in the morning as well, Aquarius. I don't know, I just keep getting the same loop. Loopy Loo, here we go, Loopy Loo, Lucy, Laura, Loopy, Snooker, Loopy, nuts are we. Peanut. Something to do with peanuts. Put the peanuts down. Somebody keeps picking up peanuts. Peanuts. Peanut. 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 Peanut? Does that make any difference? Any word to you at all? Peanut. Peanuts. The Peanut Gallery. Gallery. Art gallery. Something to do with arts and going to a gallery. Okay. And Gary. Sorry. Gary Potter. Somebody's looking for a Gary Potter. Ooh, is that you, Armani? Yes, it's Gary Potter. But like, so the name Gary, or then we've also got gallery, okay, a gallery, an art gallery, okay. So I don't know what that is, if any of you collect paintings or you do paintings around an art gallery, or you're going to one, okay. So let's go back to the actual message of what I kept picking up for you this morning to try and explain what seems to be running through Cancerian Life Path 7, okay. What seems to be going through your chart here. Charlotte, I say, like, whatever it is that I say doesn't never really make any sense. You're dealing with PPD. You're dealing with paranoia, okay? If I say this, yes, that's not good enough. If I say no, that's not good enough either. If I don't say anything at all, that makes it worse. So what you're doing in your relationship is making it worse if someone has paranoia. If they have paranoia, okay, and you're really going through it, okay, there's an energy where you're not helping. Because if someone is suffering through mental illness, no matter who it is, life is not always like a box of chocolates. It's not always forest. Okay, forest, foster child, cock frost, the nun. Okay, sense that makes none, also Libra, also tarot card reader, also in this reading. Okay, so you've got this foster child, foster frost. I keep saying frost, foster, child, something like that, going through courts with the children, doing the same thing, trying to get the children back, ex-marriage, single mother, children, either having to go to court and try to get 3 of Pentacles, trying to go to court, trying to get the other person back. You're waiting for your court date. If this is anything, it doesn't have to be children or an ex-marriage. It's just I'm waiting for my court date. There's another reading. Lion's Court, with a Leo or an Aquarius involved, waiting to go to court to Lion's Court. Lion's Court is also somewhere where they look after elderly people. Some of you work for a residential home and you physically work for people with dementia and elderly people, and you work in the care homes, all that kind of stuff, all right? So make sure I'm recording this. Jeremy, red means recording. Artists, rapping, music, VSTs, we've gone through that one again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. Okay, so someone here suffers through PTSD, okay, and then the other person probably suffers from paranoia. Okay, so what you're actually doing is not helping, and it's around the Pisces. You're not helping. Okay, so if you've had an argument about this, it's a continuation of where someone, through whatever they're going through their mind, if you're really dealing with a Virgo, then because there's there's energy where no matter what you say, it's not helping the person because they have paranoia. So what you're doing is, to someone that's paranoid, is that you're coming across also as if you may be gaslighting the person because of the amount of confusion, because of the amount of arguments, and because of the amount of equivocal energy that doesn't make any sense. Okay, because of that, what you're getting is someone that's paranoid. With someone that's paranoid, they also have strong control issues, right? Because they do, if you have a mental illness on this side, or you have any kind of like complex of like, look, it doesn't matter what I say, it's not helping you. I'm actually making it worse because all of your focus is pulled upon me all of the time. You're blaming me all the time. You're putting me down all the time. Okay, every time I say hello, you say goodbye, and every time I say goodbye, you say hello. So we can't go around in a hell loop all the time, really getting nowhere. Nowhere, man, no, right? But like, we can't just do all of this and get nowhere. We are physically I'm seeing like tapes, loops of tapes or something. Loops, loopy, lulu, tape, masking tape, mark, the name Mark, tape, taper, tapper, taper, tap, tapestry. Something to do with tapestry or tapping in. Taps, water sign, taps. I can hear a tap dripping. Any of you got a tap dripping? Turn your tap off. Tap off. Tap off. Tap off? Tap off. Is that like some kind of like linguish tap off? Tape. I keep saying tape. Tape it. Record it. Jeremy. Red means recording. Music artists. Tape it. Record it. Tape and record. Red means recording. Record. Ricardo. Richard. Ricky. Anyway, sorry. Lake District, Ricky Lake District. Some of you from up north, and you're from like Sheffield and places like that, of the Lake District or Peak District. Sorry, Lake District, Scotland. Some of you from Scotland and the Lake District. Peak District, some of you from up north, Britain. Okay, Brittany, Brian, also here the name Brian. Brittany, B, also anybody beginning with B. Brittany, Brian, okay. And then you've also got Lake District, Scotland's Peak District, North. So you got South North. So anyway, so your main messages here is the arguments that you seem to get into. It's a North and South node. There you go. Thanks. It's a North and South node. It's that you're just really like push and pull. It's two magnets that are never supposed to meet each other. It's that when you do meet one and say they're a soulmate, you're compatible, but you're not compatible. I get this, like I'm a Scorpio rising and Pisces sun, but I'm a Scorpio rising and also in the North Node and also 12th house. Okay, but like, you know, because of that, like if I see Taurus in a rising or 5 Sagittarius, anything like that, Sagittarius Taurus placements, I can have a fucking hell of a row, like Raels company Libra. I can have like a fucking like hell of a time trying to get through. Okay, because like life path 4 Scorpio, it depends on the number, but it depends on how it's mixed within the chart, of where all you seem to be doing is just clashing like the Titans all the time, trying to get through to one another, to keep trying to change each other, but none of you are willing to change for one another because it's involving 6, which is Capricorn Gemini. Okay, so that could be a placement of something that's going on there, might be within your Sun Moon rising, right? But like what they're saying is you don't know about fucking North Node, South Node, right? It's just that you're always butting heads with fives. I do if I'm a 7. I'm a life path 7, for instance. I always butt heads with a 5 all the time, because if you look at a 7 of Swords, they carry 5 of Swords, and then they look back at 2, which is Libra. Okay. So what we're doing? What's going on? So see, someone's paranoid. What's going on then? What is going on? What's going on? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I don't understand. See, somebody here, you've got paranoia and the other person doesn't understand you, but it's not the fact that they have to understand you. They can't stand you. You see, there's someone that hates you here. They hate you. They can't stand you for some reason. I don't know. It's like Aquarius. But like, they hate you. I can't stand... Oh, that's probably another different tarot card reader, I would say. Don't worry about it. Like, there's an energy here. What they're saying is that when you talk to the person, it's not them, it's you. And then they think that it's you because they're paranoid. Okay, so you think that it's them, and you know that it's them. Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. You know that it's them. Okay, but then they suddenly go off thinking that it's physically you, and all you seem to do is go through a fucking hell loop, arguing where you're not actually doing the person any good because they're not learning to be alone. Like, if they can't be alone and they can't, like, fives suffer a lot through Five of Cups, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, right? So they suffer through abandonment issues, which means that when you go through a north and south energy as well, when they get abandoned, they don't want to be, but they make that happen because what they think about is being left. So obsessive thinking through paranoia creates a chain reaction, creates a chain reaction, and when it does, it pushes the other person away, but they can't understand the further that you go from them because of the amount of blame, because people feel energy, and they also hear it. So when you push and you push and you push them to the limit, okay, which is one of my songs actually, but like, you know, when you push them to the limit, City Limits also in Amsterdam, but like when you push them to the limit, which is 4, Life Path 4 or Scorpio, when you push them to the limit, they snap. So they snap back. So snap, there goes Rabbity, Abity, M and M. Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Jackie, Jasmine, Jason, but all the J's, okay, and all the K's. Kaylee, Kelly, Kaylee, Casey, Neistat also. So some of you watch, like, be an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. You do many different things, kind of like vlogging and stuff like I also do. There's a vlog as well if you want to follow it. But yeah, you clash like the titans of this person because you've argued about YouTube. It could be people that watched your channel, and you get into arguments over it because if you're paranoid and your mind isn't a strong one, you really shouldn't be watching that much tarot. Like, if your mind is extremely fucking, God, there's something here around YouTube that's annoying people, that around your channel, around you doing it, around a partner watching it, but like getting paranoid, getting triggered off through it. Well, it's not a trigger. It's because they're not supposed to be interfering with one's job. Robin. But like, they're not supposed to be interfering with your job. If someone has mental illness and you're a channeler like me, that's extremely fucking difficult because my job is honesty and helping people. And if people get triggered, then that's not my fault. That's not my blame. That means don't watch it. Okay, so if you're watching it and you know you shouldn't because it triggers you off and it's fucking awful and it's representing someone that is close to you, and don't watch it, because if it's really annoying you and you're not getting anywhere, you cannot control a person's channel or life. Okay, you can't do it. You can try, but you'll get fucked up here. So you can't control other people's destiny, because when you do, you'll get caught in the mix. Okay, doctor mix. So yeah, you'll get caught up. So there's doctor's appointments all over the place, man. Y'all suffering, Russell. Y'all suffering. What the fuck is that? Suffering. Suffocate. Kate. Catty. Katia. Catty. Katarina. Cat. Leo. Is bruv. Fire signs is suffocating the other person. Like, you're probably pissing on their, well, it's water, fire and water, man. Y'all fucking like suffocating someone here to the point where they can't breathe. You're not giving them any space. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all guys are really not like doing each other any good, because you're forcing yourself to stay, but forcing yourself to rely on another person's life and energy that much that you can't, someone here can't equivalently be on their own. It could be an elderly person, for instance, but like they equivalently just do not like spending time alone. I get that in the ears so many times because I love peace. I do. Give peace a chance. But like, I love peace and quiet. I do. Okay. And like, I don't understand when it comes to what, like, where people rely on another human being that much that it can become like, oh God, I can't fucking breathe, Tyrone. Like, it's not doing you any good relying on me that much. Lion, there's something around Leo. Relying on me that much that I just can't, like. And then people, they tell family members, and then family members are like, well, fucking, what is going on with you? And then you're like, bruv, what do you mean what is going on with me? It isn't me, it's them. They fucking, you know, and then you end up telling family members, and then they get involved. And then when this goes on that many fucking times, that when you go back to a family member and they say, oh, so they're all right now then, are they? And you're all right now. And then you're like, bruv, y'all fucking doing my head in now. Right? Stay out my personal life. Stay out. You see, y'all guys here are fucked up around karmic lessons here. Spirit is really teaching you guys as an 8 major lessons around family and around your love interest and around children and work. And they're throwing it at you, Aquarius. They really, well, I've got Aquarius in Venus and Mercury and another place. So like they're throwing it at you, us. They're throwing it at us. So like they're throwing the book at you apparently. So what's this? I'm going to throw a book at you. So this might be Lulu's book. Congratulations with the book. If you don't know, please go over and subscribe, but you should have probably more than likely done already. But the House of Assume. Okay, so Lou, so she's got a book apparently for sale and so on and so forth. So go over and say hello to Lulu and buy her book. Okay, but like a book for sale, like a book sale. So some of you might be publishing a book, or you might be doing a meet and greet type sort of thing where you go into a bookstore and your book is on a store and people go in and ask for an autograph on a book is what I'm picking up. But I'm picking up like a, what do they call it? A book wells or a bee wells or something. Okay, and then people walk past where they sell books and your book is in there. Okay, your book is in there. So I don't know if any of you also watch Taz, but she's also in this reading as well somewhere. Selling a book. Book. It's all about the book. Okay, the book. Booger. Somebody call someone Booger. Sam Booger. Sam Beezy, Sam, you're on my way. So the name's Sam. Okay, Sam. Patterson. Son. Your son is called Sam, apparently. Your son or daughter is called Sam. So you always get paradox energies. Your family members have a lot of placements of 8 as well, like your mother or your father or people in your soul groups. They have a lot of 8 placements. It's like Capricorn and Geminis. Okay. So let's see. Because I will see the paradox energy of weird things happen when strange things happen when you're going around the twist. When you see something from your own perspective of, say, a moon sign, okay, that sees it from another person in your family's same part, which means that when you channel for yourself, but also them. And that's where it gets really difficult because you have to break through the static of actually channeling. So, like, if I ever do a moon sign and my mother is a Gemini and my moon is Gemini, which it is, okay, I'll get a fucking complex of seeing it from both angles of expressing from moon sign to a sun sign. So, do you know what I'm saying? So in your reading, what you've got is family members, yourself and the other person that has these placements of 8 that's making your energies really busy. Really busy. Busy. Jan, you said that you're busy. Somebody calls someone busy, or busy works beats. Some of you are doing beats and music and stuff like that, man. I've gone over this 1,000 times. So some of you are repetitiously doing things on a loop, and man, I've gone through this track 1,000 times. I can't play you the new track I've got going, but yeah, playing it over and over 1,000 times, tweaking stuff. Anyway, it's on loop. Loopy Lucy, Lulu. Right, Spirit, no more. So let's see. What has Aquarius got coming up, please? What has Aquarius got coming up? I've got to make sure that I don't do Gary Shaw. I'm also hearing Tina Shaw, Nadia Shaw. Some of you are doing things around astrology. You got 5. There you go. The better the devil you know is the person that's also freaking out. They're really freaking out. They're internally they want to argue, but they don't want to argue, which means that this cannot be resolved together. You cannot resolve this. This is not a fucking Alka-Seltzer that you can just put in a drink and get over a hangover, Hannah. Right? But like, no, this is not resolved together. This is resolved more apart. Right? So there's an energy of fear of fighting with the person, of standing on eggshells around them, because they are the one love to argue, but don't love to argue, but they do anyway. Which means that y'all just can't ever seem to get on the same page. You can't. Okay. That's what I said. This is a minor card. A minor turns to a major. Right? Ebony and ivory. But like, a minor can be something that is extremely fucking major to one person, but it isn't to the other person. They're like, what the fuck are you worrying about that for? It's a minor thing. It's really nothing. Well, it is to me. Well, it might be, but I can't argue with you about it, because that makes me just as stupid as that. If someone argues, what does that make you if you argue back with a stupid person? Just as stupid as what they are. So you end up really just thinking, this is not getting us fucking anywhere, man. Right? Nowhere, man. This is getting us nowhere, man. Is that actually the death today or yesterday? I don't know. John Lennon. It's getting us nowhere, man. Aquarius, man, y'all got some tight energy, man. I can feel it. It's just like, Aquarius. See, y'all got to be dealing with a childish energy. Well, okay, then if you're not going to argue, then I'll just be quiet. But this is a paradox. So what do I mean by this? It's 2 instances. Someone stops speaking to the person that is childish. So it's both. It's you and them. A person stops speaking to the other one because of the childish behaviour, because of the fighting. Now this is either over children, with children as well as love relationship, and also possibly the paranoia of friends. I'm worried that what my friends think. I'm worried about what everyone thinks. I'm worried about why my friends are not speaking to me. I'm wondering what everybody thinks about me. So it has to be you. Well, in a partnership, no. So you've got to be dealing with like a Libra energy. Yes or no? Right? Are we speaking? Are we not? No, I'm not arguing. Yeah, but you can't just not speak to me about it. Well, I don't want to speak about it because it is not coming from me. The energy of the 5 is coming from yourself, but you don't see it. You don't see the fact that the energy of the paranoia and the argumentative energy is coming from the one self of 5. Sagittarius, a Taurus placement. Okay? So, because it is, I want to discuss everything that's going on. But I ain't going to listen to this, Felicia. I don't have to put up with your shit. Why would I? Because we're in a relationship. That doesn't matter. You're not supposed to blame me. Because if you do, I'm gone. You'll lose the energy. You'll lose the fight by fighting. Nothing is ever accomplished by fighting with anybody. But I can guarantee you this. The more you don't want to fight, the more it pisses the other person off that you don't want to talk to them when they're in this state of mind. Because somebody that thinks that much, that what they think happens, they make it happen. They create the future. So what they do is they create a paradox. Okay, so they try to ignore it. When they try to ignore the 5, they close down and go quiet, When you ask them, are you okay? Yeah, no, I'm fine. Are you sure? They question your reality. So then you think, oh fuck. On the opposite end, you've gone quiet and know damn well that you're overthinking something, that you've probably done something that you shouldn't. There is a huge paradox, paranoia energy here. Huge, massive. This is serious. This is not a minor 5. This is a major 5. It's Taurus 5, Hierophant, Sagittarius energy, fighting. Okay, so when they have this individually on their mind, when this person individually has it locked into place on their mind, they can't stop thinking about it, right? So they repetitively go over it. When they question your reality, you get really annoyed because they're questioning you. But it's actually coming from them. Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie. It's coming from them. So when you, this is important, don't skip it and get bored, okay? But like, when it comes from them, you, on the other hand, then know that they go quiet. This is why this is the same person, but also yourself. They go quiet. You end up you go quiet, right? You go quiet because if there's a paradox energy here of the other person, they're going to see it exactly the same way. But you go quiet, right? Then the other person thinks, fuck, they're gone quiet. I know damn well that it's on their mind and that they're going to start saying something because they're overthinking again. So then you say, is everything all right? And they're like, yeah, no, I'm trying not to raise all of this, what I've been thinking about. Okay, and then if you do ask them again and they do tell you, you go through a hell loop just with 2 cards. You go through the same cycle yet again with the same person. This is circular. These 2 cards here is your whole life in a basket. A basket case. It's circular. It just happens and happens and happens and happens because 5 fears abandonment. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Fears abandonment, creates abandonment for abandonment issues. When you say that I can't do this anymore, they physically made that happen themselves but can't understand why. So they get confused. So they don't want to be left, but they created the person leaving them because another person cannot carry the responsibility of what goes through this one's mind. Leos had 5 all over their readings for months. 2 months lot of readings in the past was created by this 1-5 plaguing through their readings. Okay, and I said back then that if you keep pushing this person further and further away from you, you'll end up doing that. You'll end up doing what you accomplished, which is what you actually don't realise is what you are accomplishing is what you don't want. Because it's abandonment. It's abandonment issues. Okay. It's banned on the run. And I can't understand why you run away from me. I can't understand why you distance yourself from me. The work that is put in life is being able to listen and to do it. Right, which means that I am a person of strong will and strong mind, that I can sit there and realise that it is me, okay, sis me, Michelle, sis me, okay, that it actually is me, okay, and that you're not helping, and the other person isn't either, because there's a paradox. You're not helping each other, it's not helping, because you need distance, you need long distance, right? Because if a person has that stronger of abandonment issues, if they're always with people, they're not learning about what it is truly like to be alone. And if they can't be alone, then they're not learning about a life path number or a number. 5. 5s have huge energies of abandonment issues, can do here. Life path 5s, Taurus Sagittarius energies. Whether they admit that or whether they don't. Okay, because they probably won't. Right? But if they do have serious like abandonment issues, they may not be recognising the fact that they do, that what they do is push people further away from them. Okay. because I get it around Virgos as well. I get a lot of not flack, but I do get a lot of flack from Roberta Flack, I'm also hearing, but like flack from Virgo energies. But I know what's on the other side when I'm calling a reading because I've done the second part to it. Okay, so there's a lot of confusion. I'm also hearing a transfusion as well, or a transgender or transsexual, something like that. Transvestite, tranny, nanny. So you got 4, and then you got Capricorn, and we're going to put that one away. It's equivalently blocked energy. It's 4. It's Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn energy. Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Gemini. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a person that can't understand why the other person won't open up. It's because they've been forced to close down. They've been forced to lie for the other person as well. This person could even be lying to family members or to friends, but could also be lying to themselves. You know, like me, for instance, I had my counselling session yesterday, first one, and I really didn't get any questions really, but I kind of diagnosed it just by speaking. Okay, and it was around food. And it was around that I have Pisces in the 4th house, and I have equivalently been gaslit my whole fucking life to the extent where I really, really badly have PTSD. Okay, so, and I have that because my chart explains shitloads of gaslighting within my whole life, soul group. I can't help it. It's just Pisces in the 4th, if you know anything about astrology. Okay, but because of that, because of the amount of times by parents and social outlets of relationships and everything else, because I've been told and gone through these situations that many times, that how I see myself through food is the same, is that it lets me down. Like I see it as like when I'm eating foods that I get really aggressive, and then I take it out on myself, because myself has been told that many times that you're to blame, that you're wrong, because I've suffered that much through these 5s. Through people of these 5s, Taurus, Sagittarius placements, life path 5s, no matter what, through my whole life have I suffered through this one card that is a minor card but has led to this, is obesity, is food, okay, carrying a lot of weight. Boy, you gonna carry that weight a long time. Okay, once there was a way get back homeward. Once there was a way to get back home. Yeah. Sleep, little darling, don't cry, and I will sing a lullaby. Someone sings their children lullabies. Or this is just sing me a lullaby, Felicia. Okay, I say goodbye, you say hello. There is an energy here that somebody has been taught the wrong way, because they've been this has been abused, physically abused, mentally abused. Okay, that abuse is showing itself with the other party as well, because it's showing its form in an addiction to food or drugs or alcohol. So it shows itself as a soul group of carrying a lot of weight, which means that when you've been blamed that many fucking times in life, you suddenly, whether you believe it or not, end up believing it. So what you can do is inadvertently take it out on oneself with an addiction. That's why this scenario here is actually really not helping either one of you. This is not a reading just about you or them. It's about both of you here. It's not helping either, because you cannot get rid of a toxic energy whilst connected to a toxic energy, yo. But you can't get rid of a toxic energy whilst connected to a toxic energy. You can't lose weight without stop eating so much food. You can't stop arguing by being with the person and around them all the time. Y'all can't stop arguing because you're connected to a negative energy. So if someone can't stop thinking negatively, whether they try, like, you know, paranoia, anxiety is about not trying, because the more you think about not trying, not to do it, the more you're actually still thinking about doing it. You know, when I was a counsellor and I suffered majorly through panic attacks, the more you actually think about not having a panic attack, the more you actually fucking have one. The more you think about not eating Christmas cake and chocolate and everything else, the more you want it because you're thinking of it. Okay, so it's about distraction. Distraction in life causes that energy where you're not thinking about the energy to worry about it. Okay, so you forget, basically. So you forget that you're hungry because you work so much. Okay, so, you know, I've been working that much that I forgot that I actually don't smoke anymore. Do you smoke, fool? No, but I prefer to smoke a pipe. Right, but, so some of you could be smoking copious amounts of ganja. right, but yeah, this is both of you here. It's not helping either one of you, Aquarius. It's not. You're not really helping the other person. The other person can't understand why you won't support them. When you do support them, what that means is that you're not really helping them, because they're not detaching from the devil energy. They are not learning about being independent. And then the other person, there's another person here that's not actually learning about opening up here at all. It's probably equivalently been through that much stress and shit that they're actually blocked to fuck, that they're not even considering, like, opening up the gates here. Open up the gates and take a shave. But, like, you know, well, I don't know. This person's probably considering opening up the gates because, Capricorn, y'all might need to... Bruv, I'm just saying, take a look at Lucy. Go on. Someone is a hairy muffin. I'm just putting it that way. Are you eating a muffin? Somebody wants to eat someone's hairy muffin. I'm just saying, bruv, it's in my head. A hairy muffin. The Muffin Man. Really? The Muff. Someone's a muff diver up in here. Unless they're a rug muncher. I don't know, but somebody is... oh, I don't know, I'm going to leave it because I'm going to end up getting in trouble. I told you I've got Aquarius in the third house, bruv. I don't have a filter. I really don't. Like, I can say things that people are like, oh, no, shut the fuck up. Don't say that, bruv. Oh, fuck it. Anyway, there you go so far. If you want to join the rest of the reading, then you'll have to join Patron because I have got a hefty bill for Christmas. But like, I understand if you don't, because I understand how tight money can be during Christmas times. But if you want to join, you can. You can find the link to the full access bundle provided below. It's Patron. Going to do you 4 cards here, clarify them, look at thoughts and feelings of how your paradox number feels about you. Right, if that works, I'm going to do it anyway. But yeah, you can find the link provided below for everything. Angel Radio, the vlog, this channel, I don't know, just take your pick, but it's all below. Thanks very much, Aquarius. I've got to make sure that I also don't do your reading again when I reach Aquarius, because I've got to do Libra next. Alright guys, thanks very much, I'll see you soon.